In 5 years, millions of developers will lose their jobs. Not because they're bad, not because they stopped learning, but because they learned the wrong things. If you're a developer right now, this matters more than you think. Let me say this clearly. Developers are not disappearing, but a huge number of developer jobs are. AI writes code, companies cut teams, junior roles vanish, and hiring freezes are becoming normal. So the real question isn't, will developers be replaced? It's this: which developers will still be valuable? A few years ago, 2 developers started their careers at the same time. Same level, same stack, same motivation. Fast forward to today. One of them is still applying for jobs. Hundreds of applications, very few interviews, no offers. The other one? Fully booked, remote contracts, turning work down. What's crazy is this. The first developer was actually the better coder, so what happened? That's where things get uncomfortable. Here's the hard truth. Code is no longer rare. AI can generate apps, APIs, tests, even full websites. If your only value is writing code that someone else designs, you are competing with tools that work 24/7 for almost free. And companies know this. They don't pay for code. They pay for outcomes, speed, revenue, reliability, cost savings. If you can't connect your work to those things, you start to look replaceable. And here's the scary part. Most developers don't even realize this shift is happening. They think learning one more framework will save them. It won't. Most developers optimize for syntax, new languages, new libraries, new tools. But the market doesn't reward syntax anymore. It rewards leverage. And that's why many developers will struggle in the next 5 years. Now here's the good news. If you change how you think, this is the best time in history to be a developer. Let's talk about what actually protects your career. First, think in problems, not features. Stop asking, what should I build? Start asking, what problem does this solve? Who uses it? Why do they care? What happens if it breaks? Developers who understand problems are harder to replace than developers who just follow tickets. Second, use AI, don't compete with it. AI is not your enemy. It's your leverage. The future developer doesn't type more code. They design better systems. They guide AI. They review, connect, and ship faster. One developer with I can now do the work of 5. Be that developer. Third, learn how business actually works. You don't need an MBA, but you do need to understand basics: how companies make money, how costs are reduced, how decisions are made. When you speak the language of business, you stop being just a developer. You become an asset. And fourth, build a signal, not just skills. Here's something most people won't tell you. Being good in silence doesn't help anymore. You need proof. Share what you're learning. Share what you build. Share lessons and mistakes. Not to show off, but to show value. Opportunities come to visible people. 5 years from now, there will be 2 types of developers. Those fighting for shrinking job openings, and those choosing which problems they want to solve. Same tools, same internet, very different outcomes. The difference is mindset. Now I want your honest opinion. Do you think AI will replace developers or expose the ones who never evolved? Drop your answer in the comments. I read them all. If this video made you think differently about your future, hit the like button. It helps this message reach more people. And subscribe if you want clear, no-hype tech advice for the world we're actually heading into. Your career won't disappear overnight, but the choices you make today will decide where you end up.